I call the Wednesday, May 4th, 2022 Board of Control meeting to order. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mayor Bibb. Here. Directors Griffin. Here. Abanama. Here. Kane. Here. Acting Director Bahur. Here. Acting Director Johnson.
Here.
Interim Director Kimball.
Here.
Director Hernandez.
Here.
Directors Patton.
Here.
Interim Director Thornton. Directors McNamara.
Here.
And Martin.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Director King, please speak to your resolutions.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mayor, members of the board. The Department of Public Utilities has 6 recommendations for consideration this afternoon. First, 5222, approving the public improvements by requirement contract for PERC Company, Inc. for construction, repairing catch basins and manholes for 2 years and approving various subcontractors in the amount of $1,107,370. 5422, approving standard purchase contract for Professional Electric Products Company, DBA Pepco, for distribution transformers in the amount of $1,314,700. 5522, standard purchase contract approving to Shinlin Electric USA Company Limited for distribution transformers in the amount of $168,760. And then rejecting all bids received, 5622, rejecting all bids received on March 23rd, 2022 for certain items of distribution transformers. All 3 of those resolutions, Mayor, were from the same bid package, where the first one, Pepco, had all but one, Shinlin had one, and then the rejection is for one specific type of transformer. 5722, approving requirement contract to Kurtz Brothers, Inc. for hauling and disposal of water treatment plant residuals for 2 years in the amount of $518,875. And 5822, approving requirement contract to Emerald Environmental Services, Inc. for hauling and disposal of water treatment plant residuals for 2 years in the amount of $407,500. Both of those are primarily for the Crown Water Treatment Plant, where our water treatment process hauls the residuals from the water. There are 2. There is a primary and a backup because the water treatment process at Crown is heavily dependent on environmental and weather conditions. What the lake's doing determines how much sludge and waste we get. So there's oftentimes that one cannot handle it. And both do have options and accreditations under the EPA for environmental reuse of the waste. So both Kurtz and Environmental have methods of using the byproduct in an environmentally conscious way, which is approved by the EPA. Recommend approval.
Any questions for the director? Barring no questions, Secretary, please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Adopted.
Commissioner Bahur, please speak to your resolution.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Board. We have on the agenda, and I have one walk-on. First one is authorizing third modification to contract PS 2019283 with Ozan Construction Company, Inc. for design and build services for the ground transportation center upgrade at Cleveland-Hopkins Airport for additional services, increasing the contract amount to not to exceed $3,799,574.15 and amending amounts attributed to certain previously approved subcontracts. City contract provides for the design build services necessary to design and construct the ground transportation center at the airport, which receives arriving and departing passengers. And these are items in this scope that were unforeseen items, and so we request approval by the board.
Any questions for the Commissioner? Want to speak to your walk-on item, Ms. Wilson?
Yes, again, thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, Board and Mayor. The walk-on here is to Department of Corporate is requesting approval for a first modification to contract 2021-052 between the City of Cleveland and CHA Consulting, Inc., which is housed at PERC. City contract provides for professional services necessary to prepare and exhibit a property map, airport layout plan, an updated master plan for Burke Lakefront Airport for the airport. The additional modification is going to review the necessity of Burke Lakefront Airport, where it sits today.
Quick question on this.
Yeah.
I was told that in the prior study CHA did on that, recommended, they already made the prior recommendation several years ago. How will the assumptions of this study be different?
Mayor, the economies have changed, and so they're going to, so typically when we do a master plan, when economies change or something in the industry changes drastically, we do another master plan, or we do an update to the master plan. And because really the economy and COVID and all these other things that have happened, this is a very opportune time to look at the necessity of the airport.
Director, when will the study be completed and delivered?
I don't know that, 4 months, once they are given notice to proceed, it'll be 4 months.
When do we give the notice? Today?
The approvals are completed, sir.
So we should know by September, August timeframe.
Absolutely, Mayor. And the good thing, Mayor, so CHA is housed at Burke, and they've done a lot of the legwork needed to, with the master plan, so they're very intimate with it. They're not coming in green and trying to figure this out. They're there, and they know what they're looking at and what they need to do.
Any questions?
Is Ozan Construction minority business?
Yes.
Yes.
And so there's also minority business subcontractors?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Minority business subcontractors as well?
That's correct. I believe because he's a prime on this contract, he's not considered, it's not considered as a minority contractor, so he would, the subs, I believe that's the way it works.
Yeah, that's correct. And technically, but even in reality, he's at 19.3% NDE, 3.4 FTE, and 28% CFP. So even though he's not required to be on as an NDE, he still backed up.
But it's really 100%, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah.
And apply for credit for other 100%.
Yeah.
Voodoo mathematics here.
And, Director, on the CHA study, when they're assessing whether or not their recommendation, are they including are they just looking at the operations side of Burke, or are they also looking at the financial components with outstanding debt and FAA?
They're going to look at that as well, yes.
Any questions? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Adopted.
Director Rosa, please read the resolution.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor. So we have one recommendation for today. It is for authorizing a contract with Bengali Brothers LLC for the public improvement of the Bureau of Vital Statistics interior renovation project and approving River City Building Solutions as subcontractor in the amount of $221,650. So the Vital Statistics is part of the Department of Health that's on the first floor of City Hall. They're in need of some office renovations, which have been planned for quite some time now. It includes carpet finishes, some furniture, some office reconfiguration, IT and data work. And so we received 2 bids, and we are not awarding to the lowest bidder because they did not meet their OEO goals. We are instead awarding to the second lowest bidder, Bengali Brothers. They do have a 10% CSB goal, and they are exceeding that with their CSB, which is the River City Building Solutions, and they're a supplier.
Any questions for the director?
Director, just one question. Do you have an estimate of when the work will begin on the renovation?
We would, typically they start ordering supplies after Board of Control, but we have to get through the contracting process. So, probably June, let's say. Yep.
Any other questions? Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Director Howard, please speak to your resolution.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Board. Recommendation number 26-22 is a recommendation to reject all bids received on the December 2nd, 2021 for the purchase of a 2021 Fire Training Academy propane prop project. There were 3 bidders for this project, however, none of the bids came in meeting the specifications. The Division of Fire will revise the bid specifications and re-advertise upon rejection of the original bids. We're asking for the board's approval for this recommendation. To answer any questions, I have Michael Gelman with us from the Department of Public Safety.
Questions for the director, please?
Director, will the lack of awarding a contract at this stage impact any potential planned academy class?
No, it will not. We have training, everything that we need in place. This propane prop would actually enhance that training. It's clean burning. It's better for the environment, safer for our personnel. That's why we're seeking to do this, but it will not inhibit any current or on future training.
Any other questions? Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Adopted.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Board.
Commissioner Johnson, please speak to your resolution.
Good afternoon, Mayor Bibb and members of the board. We're requesting approval for recommendation number 2, authorizing a contract with Safe Choice LLC to supply armed uniformed commissioned officers at the Westside Market parking lot for a period of 1 year with 2 one-year options to renew, and with a fee not to exceed $99,918 per year. Safe Choice is a certified MBSE, CSD, and we're also recognized by the Office of Equal Opportunity as making a good faith effort to obtain subcontractors, certified subcontractors.
Why was this held on April 27th, 2021?
Pardon me?
Why was this held?
Because I was not in on that day, sir.
Last week.
That was last week,
Oh,
and I was
it
out.
says 21, sorry. My apologies, I'm like, well, it was held last year. I got confused. No worries, no worries. And then walk me through, are they currently at the market now, or this is a new?
Safe Choice is currently at the market providing security services
Okay.
at present.
And it's how many officers?
Well, it's one officer, and it could be multiple officers, but we ask for one officer during the times when the market is open.
In addition to our public safety officers?
They do have an officer inside of the facility, so this officer would monitor outside the lot and all areas around the market.
And is there good communication between those?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure,
That's
since
why
you're at the table. Okay, any other questions for the?
Are the Safe Choice officers, are they typically Division of Police off-duty officers?
They are typically Division of Police officers. Just on occasion do they have permission. Pardon
Are
me?
they the subcontractors that have the MBE CSD requirements?
No, the owner actually is certified, and so I'm sorry,
No,
I missed it.
no, there is a relationship, between the Division of Police because of the off-duty officers, so it's an approved person for the off-duty officers to work with.
Yeah, okay,
Got it, understood, okay. Any other questions? Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Adopted.
Any other business for the board? Happy month of May, thank you, everybody. Thank you. You too.